Brendan, you are going to your 5th World Championships. Can you believe that? Like, you've been competing at this level for a long time.
Yeah, it's pretty exciting to get to go to another World Championships, and it's pretty cool to have them in Switzerland.
You're the reigning world champion. How do you feel going into St. Moritz?
I'm feeling good. It's been generally a good season, and it's been cool to have been the reigning world champion for the past 2 years, and I'm definitely still feeling like an underdog out there, which will hopefully, bring me some success, but I'm just excited to be out here and hopefully ski well.
That's really funny, or like, not funny, but why do you feel like an underdog?
I feel like there's a couple reasons I feel like an underdog. I've generally been a pretty good competitor, but I've never had the most technically difficult run. I'm always working towards having the most technically difficult run, but it's hard to learn new big tricks. So there's usually competitors out there who can do harder things than me. So for me to win, I have to ski better at what I can do.
We're both from Calgary though, and the pipe in Calgary has like changed the face of Team Canada, really. Like, I think every man is actually from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. To have infrastructure like that, it's integral.
Yeah, I think most half-pipe skiers are from Calgary or from the greater Calgary area, or moved to Calgary to train half-pipe. So having that facility is really what allows us to have a Canadian half-pipe team at all. Without it, we wouldn't really be able to compete unless you fully move to a different country.
Mm-hmm. You started skiing at age 2, which anytime I see a little kid just like bobbing along is so cute. You went to Nancy Green Ski School in the Kiska, you tried moguls. It was your brother Aaron that really inspired you to start freestyling. Like, who would you be without him, I suppose?
Yeah, no, I definitely owe it all to him that we both got into freestyle skiing. We were racing when we were young, and it was very strict, and I don't think either of us had very much fun doing it. And him and his older friends would go into the park between, skiing gates, and I would, as a younger brother does, follow him in there and had a ton of fun, and we both loved it. And he competed for a long time and kind of paved the way for me with both my parents, but also learning new tricks and inspiring me to get better. So he definitely showed me the direction.
What made you choose half-pipe?
I think growing up in Calgary, we had a good half-pipe, so I would always ski it. Whenever I'd go out skiing, I'd hit the jumps a bit, I'd hit the half-pipe a bit. But I think at the time, all my favorite skiers from Canada were really, really good at half-pipe skiing, like Mike Riddle, Justin Dory, Simon D'Artois, Noah Bowman, who's still here competing, which is really cool. All of them still were good at slopestyle, but they chose to pursue half-pipe, and I think that kind of inspired me to follow their path.
I was talking to the women yesterday, Cassie, Rachel, Amy, Dylan, like 4 women in the top 10. There's something real special going on with them. What do you think it is?
Yeah, the Canadian ladies have been dominant basically as long as the sport has existed, with Sarah and then Roz and Kelty, and now Cassie's dominance for the past maybe close to a decade. And then Rachel came in and dominated. She was on every podium for I think 4 or 5 years, which was super cool. And now Amy's kind of burst onto the scene. Dylan's skiing super well, and I think she's about to have her first podium here, hopefully really soon. So it's pretty cool to have such like a strong team of ladies, and I'm pretty confident one of them, if not all of them, will be on the podium here and basically at every competition, including the Olympics. So
I've said it about 5 million times, but you watch it on TV and you just have no concept that 22 feet plus the air that you're getting, like it's wild. Does it ever get easier? Do you get used to it, or is it always just like adrenaline through the roof?
Yeah, I think when I'm doing easier stuff and kind of warming up, I am sometimes more relaxed, but generally if I'm doing big tricks, I'm scared and the adrenaline's there, and I think that's part of the sport. And I kind of need it to make sure I'm, staying safe, and I use it to help guide my decisions.
What does success look like for you here?
Here, I'm hoping to just ski really well, and I'm mainly focusing on just kind of building my own skiing. I have some things I'm hoping to improve upon over this summer leading into next season that are, really crucial. So I just want to end the season with some really good skiing. Maybe bring out some new tricks, but I think that's unlikely. So, obviously it'd be incredible to defend my title, but I'm more focused on just skiing well and trying to build up for next season.
How often are you thinking about the Olympics?
I'm definitely, when I'm training, I'm thinking about what I need to do at the Olympics to be, where I want to be and to make sure I'm highly competitive. But when I'm now at World Championships, I'm trying to focus on this competition and leave that out a bit.
That's a brilliant answer. And you know what? Sometimes I even resent myself for asking it because I'm like, we got a big exam here.
Totally.
But you've done so much for the sport, and you have obviously birthed so many dreams. What would you like to just tell kids that perhaps would love to grow up to be Brendan Mackay 2.0?
They should come out to Calgary and get in the halfpipe. We have a spring camp coming at the start of April where it's like an introductory halfpipe camp, so maybe they can come and try riding the halfpipe.
Could you imagine at 2 years old that we'd be having this conversation?
Definitely not.
Nancy Green, you think she could ride a halfpipe?
Probably in her heyday.
That would have been a good feature.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It's a pleasure to talk to you here, and best of luck, obviously, in that super pipe. Every time you went, I held my breath. It is physics. It's like poetry in motion, but it is a very academic sport as well.
Yeah, the half pipe itself is a very beautiful thing. It's very difficult to build, and it's kind of a marvel. So getting to go and demonstrate our art form in it is pretty cool and fun. Do
you see it as an art form?
Yeah, definitely. It's an athletic pursuit, and you need to be, at this point in time, athletic. Most of us are in the gym working hard, but it's a judge sport, and it really comes down to how your skiing looks, not, I guess, how strong or fast you are.
Let's make some art.
Absolutely.
Thanks so much, buddy.
Yeah, thank you.